YouTube? What it do? It's your boy Ken, back for another week in the truck. Today is Tuesday, March 18th. It's like 10:15 right now. About 2-3 hours ago, I had got up and started putting in bids. I put in some bids on Flock Freight. They had this like they call it a shared truckload, which is a bunch of parcels that they pick up for you and you just ship them off. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do none of the leg work. They get it all done for you. They had one picking up out of Carrollton going to Grand Prairie, and then they had 2 loads picking up out of Carrollton going to Houston, and they decided to go ahead and put all those together. I bid on that. I'm still waiting on that. I want to see if they're gonna let me take it for what I bid for. If not, oh well. I don't really want to go to Houston anyways, but if they paying me, hey, y'all know the name of the game. Fortunately for us, out of the 5 or 6 bids that we put in across 2-3 different platforms, awarded us a quick little route. We're gonna pick up out of Addison, grab a pallet from there, and then we're gonna go over to Salt Box, Farmers Branch. We've been there 2-3 times already. And we're gonna pick up 2 pallets. It really should be 3. One of them's like 3,900 pounds. The other one's like 2,000 pounds or 1,000 pounds. One or the other. I don't know. It's that soil that we had delivered from there before. It's that top bed soil. So hopefully this time we ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying, down stack it, cut the shrink wrap off of it, take it to somebody's backyard or nothing like that. Hopefully we can just drop the pallet off by the garage or on the street or something like that and call it a day. It should be early enough that nobody gonna be home, so I'm just gonna drop it off in the driveway, to be honest. But if they're like the last customer and they want me to attempt to take it into the garage or take it to their backyard or something like that, and I charged that lady $100 the last time, so that's gonna be my rate this time. Hoping we don't have to do that, but I'm prepared to do so if the opportunity presents itself. Right now I'm headed over to the pickup location in Addison, and I'm gonna grab that pallet and I'm gonna jump over to Farmers Branch, grab those pallets, and then we're gonna make our deliveries. Our first delivery is going to the VA healthcare place in Dallas, and then from there we're going to somebody's house in Terrell, and then from Terrell we're gonna go drop off in Wills Point, and then from Wills Point we're gonna be done. I guess I ain't gotta pick up this pallet because it seemed like messed up some, y'all. I was supposed to pick up from here. Actually, I was supposed to go to Farmers Branch first so I could go pick up those 2 pallets of bed soil, because those are technically my last drops. That's my Terrell and my Wills Point. So I got 1,000 pounds going to Terrell, and then I got 2,000 pounds going to Wills Point. 60 bags on one and 30 bags on the other. So this was my 3,900 pallet of toiletries. So turns out that the event is not until tomorrow, and they don't need the truck driver to pull up until tomorrow around 12:30, between 12:30 and 5 o'clock. I'm here today ahead of all that. Either they're gonna tell me to come back tomorrow and they're gonna have to pay me to come back tomorrow because the rate was only for today. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the information in the app. I just wanted to let y'all know, so when y'all see the back of the truck and I only got 2 pallets, that's only why. I drove all the way over here for no reason, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm not gonna have to drop this off in Dallas, so I can just go pick up my pallets from Farmers Branch and head out to Terrell and be done. Whenever we get everything on the truck and we make it to our last drop, I'll break down the numbers and all that, but for right now, let's just head over to Farmers Branch and let's make sure that we're gonna get our $500, because That ain't my fault that y'all messed up. So, supposed to have 3 pallets, but I only got 2. This one 2,000 pounds, this one 1,000 pounds. Everything strapped in, nice and neat. They called me, my carrier rep, whatever. The person that's supposed to be handling all my issues and all that stuff on this load contacted me and was like, what's going on with this first pickup? Why you ain't able to grab it? I'm like, shawty, dang, he ain't ready tomorrow. I thought she was gonna try and reduce the rate on me, but we already agreed, you know what I'm saying? It's signed and everything. Definitely gonna have to pay me my $500 for these easy loads. But legit only at 23 miles. I've only been driving for an hour. It's only gonna take me like 40 minutes to get to Terrell from here, so. Seems like we finna get all this done today under 150 miles. I mean, picking up the truck, going to this first stop and it ain't being ready. Going to this next stop, picking up what I gotta pick up, then dropping off both. And then coming back to the yard, put my truck up for the day. I'm gonna be able to do all that with under 150 miles. I'm about to go get diesel. I'm honestly only gonna put in enough to get us there and back, plus a little buffer. So I'm thinking about throwing like 50 bucks in there. It should get us like 15, 16 gallons in the tank, which would be more than enough fuel for us to get down there to Terrell and Will's Point and to come back. Wrap it up for you, boy. So far, so good. I can't complain. Hopefully this week is a beautiful, great week. We're getting some good weather. It's starting to heat up. It's the middle of March, so you know moving season is, you know what I'm saying? People's leases are starting to expire and they, you know, they scrambling. I already know I'm finna flood Thumbtack with some money on so we can get them ads rolling, get them leads pouring in. So hopefully we'll get a lot more moving content. I still need to buy that camera for my head so I can get some POV footage of us moving. And plus it'll probably be better while I'm working too, so y'all can see like me moving the pallets and stuff around, going inside of these warehouses and all that stuff. I think that'll be beneficial for y'all, so y'all can see what it's truly like delivering and picking up and all that stuff. Besides that piece of equipment, I think I need to get a wireless microphone, because sometimes it be too much going on in the truck while I'm driving and I can't just pull over because I got deliveries to make and all that stuff. Want my audio to be better, want to get some more footage for y'all, because low-key sometimes it just be me talking and yapping in this truck. I don't get a lot of footage of me picking up and delivering, so I'm gonna change that moving forward. Turns out, instead of 15 miles from Terrell to Will's Point, it ended up being like 28 miles, something like that, damn near 30 miles. I called Mr. Thomas, his wife answers, and she gonna tell me, she talking about shifting the blame. I wish y'all would contact us before delivering the da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, look, lady, I ain't never been here before, like, this ain't got nothing to do with it. She's like, yeah, it's okay, shift the blame, da-da-da-da-da. Where are you? Shawty, I will return this back to wherever I got this clothes, shawty. I'm not tripping. She don't talk about, oh, I'm gonna send my ranch hand over here and have him do it for me. Why didn't you just say that? You knew that this was coming to your house. Like, I don't know. Maybe she got more land than I'm thinking, but I'm trying to get this load off. We got an additional load, that load right there. And I bid 200 originally, because I had a Curri order I was trying to get on. That order I bid like $288, almost $300, because it wasn't nothing crazy either. Arlington and Frisco. Didn't end up getting that. You know what? I'm already up 500 for the day. Trying to get like 150 minimum, 140, but 125, whatever. Pick up 2 more pallets and take it over to Desoto. So I'm gonna tap in with y'all when I get this dropped off, and I'm on my way to Farmers Branch. So see the soil right there, and I'm debating on taking this pallet off the back of my lift gate. Just dragging it right over there, but I know once they ranch hand pull up. He don't see me here. He just see the pallet and the location that may or may not be what you wanted. She definitely gonna call. And it's gonna be a whole bunch of BS. They have stuff all over the place. Like they rebuilding the crib and everything. Like this place is deep, boy. God. Had to change beaters because I sweated out of the other one damn near. I still gotta go to the gym. Y'all might be like, why you put this one on? Why you did it? Because this one is wider than this one. And it's longer too. Put that one on because I ain't trying to go to the gym. Had no off-white gray beater. You know what I'm saying? Gotta look like I got a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? A quarter or two. Like, come on, bro. Y'all seen where I dropped that pallet off? I had to get Migo and his buddy to help me because, boy, I already know it was more than 2,000 pounds on that pallet. I was gonna drop it where I showed y'all originally where that other pallet was. Then he called out to me and was like, yo, come drop that John over here. Ooh. I'm like, all right, bet. I was gonna back the truck up, but I had already got the pallet on the lift gate. Yeah, so I'm like, it's already leaning a little bit, so if I try and yank this thing back into the spot, I'm just gonna be looking crazy. So I just went ahead and lowered the lift gate right back down, and I hopped in the back of the, you know what I'm saying? Hopped on the ground, tried to yank that mug through the gravel and all that stuff. Migo and his buddy, whatever assistant, had to push from the back, and then we ended up having to just down stack the pallet onto another pallet. That's why I'm in another beater and I'm all sweaty and glistening and all that stuff. I'm on my way to Farmers Branch, right back to Saltbox, grab 2 pallets. I'm gonna drop that off in Desoto for $1.25 because the lowest I'll take this route for is $1.55, bro. That's it, $1.50 at the least, $1.40. You know what I'm saying? They said we'll give it to you for $1.25. I'm like, whatever. I ain't get that Curri run, so I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna pass up on hitting 600 plus for the day. It'd be too much weight either. 2 pallets, 2,600 pounds, something like that. Drop off in Desoto. After we drop off in Desoto, take this truck to Garland, and that gonna be it for today. Alright. Made it to Farmers Branch. Let's go ahead and take this to Desoto. Got those 2 pallets in the back loaded up. So far, we've done 166 miles. I got diesel after I was about 30 miles in, so technically I still got about 20-30 miles in the tank, you know? What that means is I may or may not have to get no diesel. I loaded the destination address into the GPS. GPS is letting me know that some traffic, boy. It's traffic, you hear me? Exactly why I like driving at night or booking loads earlier in the day. Alright, y'all, so we finally made it to on track. I'm waiting to get a dock door so we can drop off, but I'm gonna go ahead and break down the numbers now. We made 2 deliveries today. Could have been a 3 little mug, but somebody on Curri was trying to take all the runs, but it's alright. First one we did was a $500 run. It was originally supposed to be 2 picks with 3 drops. It ended up being 1 pick with 2 drops. Farmers Branch to Terrell, and then from Terrell to Wills Point. So 1 pick, 2 drops. We got paid $500 for that. The route I'm on right now, I'm gonna drop this. It's paying me $125 to take 2 pallets from Farmers Branch, the same location, to this location in Desoto. Was only like 24 miles away, something like that. $625 grossed. We spent $45 on diesel. That was enough. Really, it was more than enough to get us, you know, where we needed to go. 30 miles to get to the truck yard, so 190 plus 30 is what? 220, so 220 miles. For y'all, I'm gonna add that deadhead into my RPM calculation. So $625 gross divided by about 220 miles ran. It's gonna bring us to $2.84 a mile. Not too bad, not, you know what I'm saying? Can't really complain. I hit my goal. Y'all know I'm trying to make $500 to $600 a day, 5 to 6 days a week. That's gonna bring me $3,000 to $3,600 a week, minus the fuel and all that stuff. It's a good little strategy, you know what I'm saying? Good morning. What a lovely morning.
Uzi, wake your ass up.
What is good, y'all? It is a good morning, y'all. I hope y'all don't think I'm hella texting it, because I'm saying y'all and all that. I spell y'all like Y-A-W, okay? It is Wednesday, the 19th of March. Currently it is 8:02. I'm leaving the yard, about to start my track up. And before we made it back to the yard yesterday, I didn't put no diesel in. I ain't had to. I'm low-key debating on not putting none in right now, but I got a little bit of a distance to go this morning that I technically wasn't expecting to run, but by the grace of God, Curri awarded us a quick little Ferguson run. I'm about to go get me some diesel, probably gonna throw 50 bucks in. I gotta drive over to Ferguson, then I gotta drive over to a little bit past Denton. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest. I bid like 3 something. Somebody tried to underbid me, so I went down to my minimum like immediately. Then another load came out, but I wasn't able to take it because it was like, oh, you don't have any drivers available, yada yada yada. I'm like, alright, whatever. I ain't got no drivers available, whatever. They awarded me the first one that I bid on. I had bid on the second one while I was waiting to see if I won the other one. So I was really was trying to take 2 of them, but that ended up not being the case. So I successfully got 1 of them. But before I made it home yesterday, actually before I made it to the yard, before I got in the car to go home, I was bidding back and forth on a load, really a route. So I got a load for $375 with it's a 4-pick, 4-dropper OD, you know what I'm saying? And then I got this Curri route I'm headed to go do now. 1 pick, 1 drop from Ferguson out in Louisville. The way they got it set up is I'm gonna pick up something out of Carrollton, go drop that off in Grapevine. Where I drop it off in Grapevine, I'm picking up another load, and then from there I'm picking up 2 more stops. Another stop in Grapevine, I think, and then another stop in Farmers Branch or something like that. I don't even really remember, but picking all that up, and then I gotta go drop off. I gotta go drop off to the Quick Trip Distribution Center in Midlothian, and then I gotta drop off 1 stop in Fort Worth and the other stop in Springtown, which is a little bit past Fort Worth. Finally made it over here to Ferguson, man. We done ran into traffic like you know what I'm saying? I'm about to go run in here. This one dude ahead of me right now, he back in the top 15. I'm in 14, so I'm gonna run up here, sign in, and get my freight so we can head out to Sunset and come back. I think we'll be in good shape. You know what I'm saying? It's 9:30 now. If we can get out of here before 10, then it's only gonna take us like an hour-ish to get over there. So by that time, it'll be 11, about another hour to come back, so about 12. I'm hoping to get back in Carrollton area before like 12-ish, 12:30. If we can do that, then we can pick up in Carrollton, go to Grapevine, and we'll be in Grapevine before like 1:30. It's supposed to be dropping off like 2 different stops before like 3 o'clock is over, so gotta hurry up. I wanted to get up out of here by 10 o'clock, and I did just that, baby. They got me in the middle of nowhere, son. It's about like 11 o'clock now, so I called the dude and he didn't answer, but I see the sign he got on the ground. So I'm gonna just drop this pallet right here because the gate is actually locked. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for nobody. For real, got me on in the boonies, bro. Y'all remember that video I was in the van and that road was bumpy? This road a little bit better, but how much do it cost to pave all this, bro? Like, son, this ain't as bad as that one road, but it's got its patches, you know what I'm saying? They got me out in the middle of nowhere in the boonies, boy. Look at my fuel, man. Because they want to drag me up all these hills and stuff, boy. Like, I gotta ease on and off the pedal just to give me a peace of mind, you feel? And we still got an hour and a half to drive so we can get to Carrollton. They're talking about we ain't gonna be there till 12:30. I'm hoping there's gonna be enough time for us to make it to that 2 o'clock, but I think we should be alright. We're gonna go to Carrollton and dial it. Grapevine, and then from Grapevine we're gonna pick up where we drop off at, and we got like what, 2 more pickups out of that. Pickup, drop, then another pickup, then 3 drops after that. Hopefully we on time. They was already calling me when I was 30 minutes coming towards this location, so just picked up out of Carrollton. They want me to go to Grapevine because I got to drop this off and pick up another pallet, but it don't make sense because I got to come back to Farmers Branch and pick up something else. So I might as well just pick it up while I'm over here. Legit, less than 2 miles, like a mile and a half away. What's up? Go pick me or drop it off at the tip. You drop it off at the top. I'll pull it up. Get it to Grapevine, y'all. I'm gonna drop this baby off. I'm supposed to pick up another one, maybe like 4 pallets or something like this. Let's find out. Got one more pickup.
Number Lazaro is the point of contact on here, but he doesn't have his reference number. So, what you say you finna do, sir?
I was gonna go ahead and tell him to cancel it.
He said he was gonna tell him to cancel it now, JJ. I don't want them to say security said nothing.
They need to, did Brianna go talk to him?
She was just talking to him. She's up in the front, but she was talking to him on my phone. And she let him know that she needs their reference number because he has a pickup.
Press 1 for assistance with the load you're actively on. Thanks for calling in. While we connect you with a team member, please ensure you have your load ID ready. This call will be recorded for quality and training purposes. We are currently closed. At the tone, please leave a message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press the pound key.
They ain't answer the phone. So I tried to call, so I got it on video that I tried to call, so I'm gonna just go ahead and click other reason, wrong, reference number. Wasn't allowed to enter building or pick up any freight due to not having attempted. You gotta be like thorough when you talking to these folks. They're gonna call you regardless, but as long as you put in enough notes, you'll be alright. I made it to Midlothian. I backed into the dock, got that pallet off nice and swift. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta see what kind of work we finna get today. Curri sent some stuff out, but it was for a cargo van, pickup truck, and hot shot trailer. I don't have none of that. I bid on the cargo van stuff, but cargo van boys taking shit for pennies on the dollar, man. I'm talking about this load was picking up from, I don't even remember, but I'll tell you the truth, but it was like 33 miles in between point A and B, and it was like less than $60 on the claim. I put in 150, 160. It was like $57 or something like that. So it wasn't even 60 bucks. So I put a 1 in. So it was like 157 and some change or something like that. Tell me why, as soon as I place my bid, it gonna say already claimed. Like somebody took it for $57. I'm like, bruh, you finna drive your cargo van 33 miles for $57? I guess you don't know, or maybe you already hit all your numbers and you just taking, you know, whatever just to take it, or maybe somebody just taking it out of spite. Who knows? And y'all won't believe it unless I show y'all. I was in the middle of taking a nap. I came back. Y'all know I came back by like 12-ish. I said I was gonna sit in the yard till noon, see if anything came about. Woke me up out my sleep. They was like, hey, you bid on the load. I'm talking about, my phone been ringing ever since I laid down. I'm talking about fall asleep for 2 minutes, wake up, hang up on somebody. Fall asleep for 3, 4, 5 minutes, wake up, hang up on somebody. Like, bruh, can't even get no continuous sleep, you know what I'm saying? Eventually I dozed off, but I woke up to a back-to-back call. It was like, yeah, you bid on this load for $350. I'm like, well, I'm half asleep, but yeah, I did bid on the load for $350. He's like, can you do it for $150? I'm like, $150? I'm like, bro, I need to get as close to $350 as possible, fam. For $150. Like, bro, be for real with yourself, bro. Don't kid yourself, bro. So I'm like, nah, bro. I'm already at the house and it's already 3:30, so dealing with all that traffic is not gonna be worth it for no $150. He was like, yeah, I understand. Can you do $225? I'm like, if you can do $350, that's cool. He was like, yeah, that's gonna be a little too expensive. We're not gonna be able to do $350. My supervisor, this, that, and the third. I'm like, all right. The lowest I'll go is $300, and I'm letting you know now, it's gonna be hella traffic, and I'm not trying to sit in all that traffic. He was like, okay, yeah. It is what it is, y'all. I ain't gonna cap, I ain't gonna complain. Cause we really ain't ran shit today, to be honest. I really was gonna call today a dub, but by the grace of God and, you know, the inability of these other carriers in this area, I suppose, they calling my phone, that's me to run the load. Maybe we're favored or something, who knows. I'll take it for $290. I ain't gonna trip on you for $10. Plus, I'm 2 picks, 1 drop, and the 2 picks is like right next to each other. Like, come on, man. Simple, bro. This the load that we got right here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I just picked up these 2 pallets. And I got that one from the last stop. Took all those empty pallets off. Let's go to Desoto. I made it all the way to Desoto through all that little traffic on 35. Didn't have to get no diesel, and it low-key looked like I'm close to a quarter tank left in the truck, boy. I pulled up. It was a new dude at the shack. He talking about, oh, it might take 6 hours. We don't do like one load. I said, boy, I've been here a couple times. First time it took me like an hour and a half to get unloaded. Then the last time I was here, it took me like, what, 15, 30 minutes to get unloaded. Almost an hour or something like that. So I'm like, boy, I ain't finna sit for 6 hours. He's like, go sit at 305. I'm like, whatever. There was another box truck sitting there. My boy from the last time that do the yard jockey or hostler, whatever y'all wanna call it. He talking about, yeah, just go pull up to this dot right here. Whoa. I'm like, shit, I ain't bad. I'm low-key thinking about giving bros $10, boy. I got $10 cash. Low-key won't keep it for myself, but I'll throw bro $10 cash, bro, for him to get me unloaded, you feel me? Nice and sweet. I got 3 of them bad Jones in here. So I'm gonna get this unloaded and then I'm gonna drive back to the yard and then we're gonna break down the numbers. So ain't nothing crazy though. Just got loaded up. I'm at Ferguson and Louisville. I got a little bit of a trek. Today is Friday, March 21st. It's 11:06 right now. I think I gotta drive like 2 3/4 hours, 3 hours basically, to New Boston, the Walmart in New Boston. I got 2 pallets on the back of the truck. I'm supposed to have 1,000 pounds. Turns out I got 1,777 pounds. So you already know I'm gonna put that help ticket in. GPS says we'll be there at around 2:15, 2:17 or something like that. It's only gonna take us 165 miles to get there. It's only gonna take us maybe 140 to get back. So about 300 miles down and back. Curri resolved our help ticket and they gave us an extra, what, $20 or something like that. So, shout out to Curri for the $20, you know what I'm saying? So can't complain about extra money, can we? You know what I'm saying? It was money we didn't have from before, so yeah. So new payout is $519.99. And you might be asking me, Ken, why you ain't just put $500 on there? Then you would have been up by 20. Ain't nobody tripping off of 1 penny, bro. Alright, y'all. They ain't really want me filming. So I just sneak a little bit. I ain't never seen the back of a Walmart before. Every time, man, my pops used to take me to Walmart all the time. Back when we was going to Walmart, I was young. I'm talking about younger than like 13. Every Saturday we in the Walmart. But I ain't never been in the back of the Walmart. Like I always see these trucks back here, but I ain't never been back here. So that was kind of cool little field trip, you know. But I'm gonna get on the main tablet and break down these numbers for y'all, and then we're gonna head back to Garland. Took that run. It took us 167 miles, 170 miles, whatever. To complete this run, I bid $4.99 with 99 cents originally, so basically $500. So my point A to point B RPM, $2.94 per mile. Now, if I add all the deadhead and all that stuff, get to the load and all that junk, if I add in the extra pay they gave me and all that stuff, then we get this number here, which is $1.48, almost $1.49 per mile to pick up the truck, head out of the gate from the yard, head over to Ferguson and Louisville, grab diesel, and drive all the way here, and drive all the way back to the truck yard. All of that for $1.48 a mile. Can't really complain about the money making today. I could have been a little higher, but I woke up this morning and it was still like 9 o'clock when I was still at the crib. I'm like, yeah, that's unacceptable. I need to be gone out the house at this point. I need to be either making my way to the truck, or I need to be on the phone with a broker, or I need to already be getting loaded up and all that. I already told y'all before, I don't like my mornings being slow. I don't like my mornings being like, I don't like it's hard. Last video I posted, I said I wanted to get back into this routine, like how I was doing with the cargo van and all that. And while that is like a good mindset to have, I don't really like having like a set schedule. Like I like a little bit of like mystery. I'm sure there's a word for it, but I can't figure it out right now. Whatever the word is, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it to be too like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing today. I need to do this, this, and this. I need to do this. I need to make some money. I need to clean this. I need to do this. I need to do that. And the opportunities don't come. You know what I'm saying? I don't like not knowing. You know what I'm saying? So this morning I woke up not knowing. I'm like, dang, I may or may not get no work today. It kind of like startled me just a little bit, but I'm like, you know what? By the grace of God, if I'm meant to run something today, then He gonna give me something to run, bro. And I used to be kind of messed up about that, because I used to be like, bro, not that like I don't have faith in God and all that, but it's like I used to get up and like I had to like, it felt like I was like, obviously I was hustling, but it was like, it felt like I was trying to control the show, you know what I'm saying? And that's not the circumstances. If I'm meant to make $1 million before I die, then God gonna allow that to happen. Just as long as I'm putting my faith in Him, I'm spreading His word, you know, I'm following the commandments, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting my energy towards doing what's right, you know what I'm saying? Morally, spiritually, ethically, all the leads, you know? But if I'm out here doing bad and my life path is supposed to be good and I'm supposed to make $1 million, I'm supposed to impact all these people, I'm supposed to do this, do that, help this, help that, assist with this, then what am I doing being bad? What am I doing trying to scam folks? What am I doing, you know, running from the law or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't add up. I just try to put all my energy and make it positive, you know, so I try and direct it to where I believe is gonna bring me the best outcome, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm trying to control the show no more, but I know that I can control the variables that I have. With that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get back to these numbers. In total for this week, we grossed $2,115. Really $2,114.99. We spent $329.90, $330 on diesel this week. Net income before insurance, before maintenance, before all that other, you know, we netted $1,785.09. Our rate per mile for this week so far is $3. Yeah, that's it for me, y'all. I'm about to enjoy this little 2.5 hour little trip back to the house. Really back to the yard. And yeah, it's your boy Ken. I ain't got nothing